Hello, I'm immigration attorney Akalan. In today's video, we are talking about a visa that offers major opportunities for professionals who achieved international success in the arts, television, and entertainment industries. The O-1B visa. If you're an actor, director, screenwriter, producer, fashion designer, dancer, painter, musician, or a recognized creative professional, and you're looking to bring your talents to the United States, the O-1B visa could be the gateway you've been looking for. So who qualifies, what documents are needed, and how does the process work? I'll walk you through all of it step by step. So let's get started. O-1B is a visa designed for individuals with extraordinary ability in the fields of motion picture, television, and the broader creative arts. So, who falls under this category? Let's say you're a director who's won an award at an international film festival, a lead actor in a Netflix series, a musician who's charted on billboards, or a visual artist who's held major exhibitions abroad. All of these potentially qualify for O-1B. The key requirement? You must have gained international recognition in your field. This doesn't mean you have to win an Oscar, but your success should go beyond your home country and stand out on a global scale. O-1B is not a visa you can apply by yourself. You need a sponsor. The sponsor is usually a US-based employer who will hire you for creative work. But here's the flexible part. It doesn't always have to be an employer. A US-based agent can also act as your sponsor. For example, if you'll be working with multiple companies in the United States, the agent can organize those projects under a single career plan and submit your petition. And the good news is, in some cases, that agent could even be your own US-based company as long as everything is official, well-documented, and correctly structured. One non-negotiable rule: the sponsor must be a US-based entity or an individual. To qualify for an O-1B visa, USCIS wants to see that you have achieved extraordinary success in your creative field. They've established 8 possible criteria, and you'll need to meet at least 3 of them. Here are some examples: winning nationally or internationally recognized awards, playing a lead role, or holding creative leadership in major productions, being featured in major media outlets or press, being invited as a judge, critic, or advisor for key industry events, earning significantly higher compensation than others in your field, being a member of prestigious professional organizations, etc. Now, if you received a top-tier award like Oscar, Emmy, MacArthur Genius Grant, you'll be eligible without needing to meet the other criteria. But for most applicants, a strong case is built by meeting 3 or more of the 8 and proving it thoroughly. One of the most important parts of the O-1B visa process is your portfolio and the documents you include in your application. USCIS wants to see clear, organized, and persuasive evidence of your achievements and your future plans in the United States. Here's what your file may include: a contract or intent letter from the person or company hiring you, an explanatory letter if you're working with an agent, samples from past projects like film credits, show posters, concert flyers, exhibition materials, press coverage or award announcements, reference letters from well-known professionals in your industry, data or analysis showing your professional impact. Bottom line is, your portfolio should make officer reviewing your case say, wow, the more detail and the more evidence, the stronger your application. The O-1B visa is not just about what you've done, it's about how well you can present those accomplishments on paper. That's why your portfolio is the heart of your application. A great portfolio isn't just a list of past jobs, it's a powerful visual and written presentation of who you are, what you do, and why you deserve this visa. It might include movie posters, high performance photos, video clips, media articles, award photos, jury or advisory invitations, whatever. So here's the key: everything must be explained clearly. If you include a flyer from an exhibition, explain how important that event was, how many visitors it had, where it was held, and why it mattered, it's important. It's gonna matter. A well-organized portfolio helps USCIS officers quickly understand your value and check off the criteria. So don't just make it beautiful, make it strategic. The O-1B visa is typically granted for up to 3 years, but here's the catch. For every day of that period, USCIS wants to know what you'll be doing. This isn't the kind of visa where you just show up and look for work later. You'll need to plan ahead. What projects will you work on, where, and when? This plan is called an itinerary. So now, it doesn't all have to be finalized and contracted. You can include emails showing good faith negotiations, letters of intent, event invitations. Some applicants find this part intimidating, but with the right preparation, it's manageable. If your itinerary is clear, detailed, and well documented, it can help everything else fall into place. The O-1B applications involve two key stages: the preparation stage and the official USCIS filing stage. The preparation stage is actually the most intensive part. This is where you gather all your evidence to meet the eligibility criteria. Reference letters are drafted, your awards, media coverage, and project samples are carefully selected. At the same time, you'll define the details of the work you'll do in the United States with your employer or agent and create your itinerary. Once everything is ready, your file is submitted to the labor organization related to you, and once the labor organization gives you the green light, then you can submit it to the United States. From there, you have two options. If you pay the extra fee for the premium processing, USCIS must respond within 15 business days. If you don't choose the premium processing option, the case can take several months to process. Right now, as of May 2026, we're talking about like 9 months to maybe a year. After the USCIS receive the O-1B petition, two things can happen. Your application is approved, or USCIS issues you an RFE, request for evidence. If you receive an RFE, you usually have 87 days to respond. You'll gather the additional documentation and resubmit your file. Once USCIS receives your RFE response, they'll review your case again. If you are using premium processing, you'll get a response within 15 business days after submitting your additional documents. If you're using regular processing, you'll wait based on USCIS standard timelines. If your O-1B visa application is filed from within the United States and it's approved, meaning the change of status, you can start working immediately. If you're applying from outside the United States, the process works a little differently. After the USCIS approval, the next step is the visa interview at the U.S. consulate abroad. And for many applicants, this is the trickiest part. Even if your O-1B petition is approved by USCIS, the visa interview at the consulate can be challenging and sometimes risky. For example, in Turkey right now, many applicants who receive USCIS approvals are still having a hard time getting the approvals. Sometimes they get denials at Ankara or Istanbul consulates. Some have to attend 2 or even 3 interviews in a row. So it is important to remember getting through the USCIS stage isn't enough. Consulate interview, especially for higher level visas like O-1B, is a step that requires careful preparation. What is the O-3 visa? O-1B visa holders can also bring their spouses and children to the United States under the O-3 visa. O-3 visa holders are allowed to study in the United States. They can enroll in school, but they're not allowed to work. This visa is granted solely for the purpose of accompanying the O-1B visa holder and living together as a family. In the creative and media world, most work is done in teams, and the O2 visa exists for just that reason. The O2 visa is designed for individuals who provide essential creative and technical support to an O-1B visa holder in the United States. Examples of it: stage crews, music directors, costume designers, technical managers. But here's the catch: the O2 visa must be directly tied to an O-1B visa. You must prove that the O2 visa applicant is truly essential and that their role is critical to the success of the O-1B beneficiary's work in the United States. O-1B is typically a temporary project-based visa, while the EB-1A is a green card, a path to permanent residency in the United States. So if your goal is to do specific projects, go on tours, or work in the United States for a few years, O-1B is a faster and more flexible choice. But if you're saying, I want to bring my success to the United States and stay there permanently, it may be worth looking into EB-1A visa. While both have similar criteria, EB-1A requires a higher standard of proof, is generally preferred by those applying directly for permanent residency. In fact, many people start with the O-1B visa, come to the United States, strengthen their profile, and then apply for the EB-1A later. The O-1B visa is a powerful opportunity for professionals in the creative industry, but to be successful, you'll need to focus on a few key things. First, document everything. Even if you're widely known, USCIS sees only what's on your paper. The stronger your documentation, the stronger your case. Reference letters from highly respected figures in your field make a big difference. Second, make sure your itinerary is clear and believable. This is not a visa for figuring things out later. You'll need to present a serious, credible career plan. That means contracts, letters of intent, and clear project details. And third, focus on consistency. All documents in your application, letters, project descriptions, portfolio, should all tell the same story and support the same message. And finally, don't underestimate the preparation. This type of visa requires serious effort and expert guidance. Starting early and working with an experienced immigration attorney can make all the difference. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more immigration tips and updates. Drop your questions in the comments and I'll do my best to get to them as much as possible. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.